Hi there, welcome to our Dealer Dem for your convention. Let's hope you have a successful day. I'm just going to show you a few bits and pieces, and then we'll go over at the end of how you can actually get your hands on them if you're interested in anything. So the first thing is you've got a couple of cards, 2 cards in this particular case, and at the moment there's lots of things where you can't buy things using cash, you can only use cards, but it will come eventually back where you can actually use cash again, because cash never goes out of fashion, does it? And when it does, just to know that you can just give it a little rub and you can produce your own cash. So you can produce any banknote you want from these cards, and the nice thing is they'll just go in your deck so that you can just have them and do it at any time you want. That's cash cards.
This next card effect uses a full deck of cards, and you can have a card freely selected. So if I offer a card like that to everybody, that's a time-honoured manner, and everybody will reach out and take a card, but you don't really get to see what the card is.
No.
So we'll do it face up.
Right.
A bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I spread the cards now and you'll go for a card,
Yeah.
I mean, you might think, oh, I'm trying to make you go for the king because it stands out among these red cards, etc.
Yeah.
So the fairest way is if you just name one of the cards as they go by there.
8 of spades.
8 of spades.
Yep.
Happy with 8 of spades?
Yep.
Don't want to change your mind?
Nope.
Nope. So that way you know you've got a completely free choice.
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to bury your card somewhere in the deck, and traditionally it's my job to try and find it again.
Okay.
But I'm not going to find your card. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lose the rest. And what I mean by that is if you give the cards a little shake, the 4 of diamonds disappears.
Alright.
The 9 of clubs, 6 of hearts. In fact, if we take a look all the way through these cards now, all the cards have vanished completely. What was your card?
The 8 of spades.
8 of spades there. Just hold out your hand for me, please. Just place the 8 onto your hand. Take a look at all the rest. They've all gone completely, which has a strange effect on your 8. And that goes to end up with 52 pieces of blank card. And that's drift. And they can choose any card.
So this, it's a Joker's diary is the effect. So you get a diary, you use your own deck of cards, you get the gimmicks that come with it. And basically, you've got a special diary that's been printed with all different playing cards randomly throughout the diary. So there's no work for you to do. You don't have to go through filling a diary in or anything. It's all done for you. It's all pre-printed in here. And what you do is you get someone to pick a date. So if you can pick us any date you want, Mark, in there.
Just turn 20 page, yeah?
Well, just pick a date. So what date do you want?
Right, 2nd of February.
2nd of February, okay. Now just have a look through the diary, not particularly that date, but have a look through and just make sure that they are totally random, the card. They're not all the same card on the same day, or that if you pick a different day, they're all different. Yeah. So I do just need the Joker for this trick, because the Joker is like a wild card, in fact, it can be any card. So if I just place that on there for a second, in fact, we'll just put that in the middle. Just hold on to that. And if you turn to the what, 2nd of February?
2nd of February.
February 2nd. Yeah. Have a look at that. And there's a playing card written on that particular one, and there's a different playing card. If you've picked any other date, they'll all be different, yeah?
Yeah, before and after, yeah.
Before and after, yeah. But what's the card that's on that date?
It's the 6 of hearts.
The 6 of hearts. And like I said, a deck of cards is very similar to a diary, because you've got 52 weeks, you've got 4 seasons and 4 different suits. And also, like I said, the Joker can be any card, and if you give it a little flick, you'll see it actually turns into the card that's on that date, which is in fact the 6 of hearts. So that's Joker's diary. Like I say, you get the special diary. You just need to provide your own deck of cards with that. Excellent. From Steve Cook.
This next effect is all to do with travel, which not a lot has been able to do recently. In fact, I've still got my case from the last time I went on holiday, so I like to travel light. So I've got my suitcase, I've got a deck of cards, and on the back of each card I've written a different city or destination where people may like to go on holiday. So we've got Prague and Berlin and Dublin, and Dubai, Marrakesh, Cancun, places all over the world, and all the cards, hopefully you can see on the camera, are all mixed up. So we're going to have a destination selected. So Phil, if you don't mind, as I just drill through the cards, you just shout stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Happy there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's have a look.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. We'll just put that to one side. Yeah. So if you'd have gone the card further, you'd have gone Tokyo. Yeah. Or the 5 of diamonds, for example, that would have taken you to Berlin. But you've stopped on that one there. Okay. And you're going to Las Vegas. Okay. Which, funnily enough, the last time I went on holiday, I went to Las Vegas too.
Very good.
Okay. In fact, while I was there, I went into one of the casinos and got myself a souvenir playing card. And there it is from Caesar's Palace. And if we take a look what card that is, that just happens to be the 8 of spades, and the card you've freely selected in the deck just happens to be the 8 of spades. So not only do we get the card, we got the destination, and that's Mind Trip.
So the next trick we're going to show you is by Al Smith. It's called Stop Right There. So you've got a prediction. That's all you have, is you just have the one prediction which you can take out in advance, you can put on display. And you have a deck of cards which you can spread out, you can show it's randomly mixed. You can cut the cards a few times. And then again, you get the spectator. You can actually give the cards to the spectator, but obviously in this case, I'll just get Mark to call out stop when he wants. So I'm just going to deal through him. You just say stop at any time you like. Yeah.
Stop.
Now you're going to go a bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two.
Stop.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Do you want to go any further?
No, I'm happy this time.
Okay. Now we've seen that card. So what we'll do is you use that as like a marker card. So we'll count another 6 because it's a 6.
Yeah.
To the next card, and that'll give us a totally random card.
Yeah.
That's fair enough, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 6th card. If it had been the 7, it'd have been the Queen or the 5. But it's totally on. Are you happy with that? Yeah. Okay. So we'll have a little look at the prediction, which is in the wallet. There is just one prediction. It's actually the 3 of clubs. It's up in the 3 of clubs. It'll be quite impressive, won't it? Impressed me anyway. And if you look, the card is in fact the 3 of clubs.
Fantastic.
So that's Stop Right There by Al Smith. Really nice. Back in there. Cards go back on there. Cards go back in your box, and that's just ready to do again. So it's instantly reset. There's no fiddling, no faffing, no messing about.
This next trick is a great trick if you're doing it over the internet, over Zoom or something like that, because you don't actually need a spectator to get involved. So it's just a nice piece of display magic. So you begin by just showing 4 playing cards, aces to be exact, and you're going to use the ace of spades as a leader ace. And what I mean by that, I'm going to turn that card face down. And if you give the cards a little spin, when we take a look at the cards now, the second ace will also turn face down. So I've got 2 face down, 2 face up. We'll do the spin again, and when we take a look now, there's only the ace of diamonds left to go. One more final spin, and sure enough, the ace of diamonds also turns face down. Now some people think, how is it done? Well, I'll be honest, I'm cheating. I did say I was using 4 playing cards, but I'll let you into a secret. I'm actually using 5. And why am I using 5? Well, you need 5 to make a perfect royal flush in spades, and that's Maxi Twisto.
So the next trick is a coin trick. So we've got some coins here. We've got a couple of 2 pieces, a 10p and a penny. So we're going to have like a little bit of an adding up mark. So if you can just tell me, so what's this we've got? That's 2.
That's 2p.
2p. And
A 10p.
10p, how much is that?
12.
12, that's brilliant. And a penny?
Yeah.
Penny. It's 13, yeah.
15.
And then final 2p?
2p. That's
15. Or not 15. So there's 15 in there. So if I take one out randomly, because this is really to fox you, because you've got to subtract that. So if you subtract that,
So we're back to 13 then.
back to 13 you think, wouldn't you?
Unlucky.
Unlucky for some. But don't worry, do a little bit of magic, give it a wave and a blow, and we'll make the coins disappear. So that's the ultimate coin nest. Beautifully made, beautiful trick. There's also an effect in there where you can actually put the coins underneath the handkerchief one at a time. And take the coins from the handkerchief, and when you've finished, the coins are back underneath the handkerchief. They like jump back underneath the hanky. I think they're examinable then, yeah. Yeah, so everything can be examined if you're doing that little routine. That comes with the coin effect.
Here's something a little bit different. It's a fun thing that you can carry around with you. It's dead easy to do. It's a real baffler, and you can have a bit of fun with your audience as well. So Phil, got a domino in. Probably doesn't look much like a domino at this stage.
No.
Not in the usual arrangement, but these dots on the domino, they're actually magnetic, so you can slide them about.
Right.
So I've got a prediction.
Yeah.
And I want you to make your mind completely blank. No, we're not going to say it. And transfer any number of spots from one side to the other to create what you would recognise as a domino.
Oh, right.
Completely free choice, yeah? So as few or as many as you like from one side to the other. And you've arranged them in that kind of format. So I've gone for a 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did say I got a prediction in here.
Yeah.
So I will sneak in here and take it out, show you what it is. It's a mirror, and if I hold it in front of the domino, you can see it's exactly the same. It's a No,
No,
not impressed with that.
Not
are you?
really impressed with that.
No.
No.
I did say it contained a prediction, didn't
Yeah.
it? Not actually inside the wallet, but printed on the back of the wallet is exactly the same domino.
Ah, very clever. Very good. This is one of our very first effects that we ever got. It's top 10 by Ali Bongo. It's a great trick. So you basically start off by dealing 10 cards out onto your table. You use a coin. Oh, I have to have a 2p under here. We use this 2p. And he said to the spectator, I want you to just shout out any card you like. Which card?
The 10 of diamonds.
10 diamonds. Are you sure you want that or do you want a different card? It's up to
No,
you.
I'm happy with the 10 of
You happy with
diamonds.
that?
Yeah.
Because I've got a prediction that I've got in this deck here. I wrote something on one of the playing cards. I've actually turned it over just to make it completely clear so you know what's happening, yeah?
Mhm.
So you don't want to change, definitely don't want to change before I reveal it.
No.
Okay, so if you go through the pack, you see that there is one card here, can you see that is reversed? That's the only card that's reversed in the deck.
Yep.
And I did write something on that card. I just happened to write on the 10 of diamonds, and that's the card you selected. Great little effect by Ali Bongo. Very, very kind gentleman. I say gave us the rights to this when we first started out, and it's done really well for us ever since. That goes back on there. That's Ali Bongo's top 10, and that's fully reset, ready to go again.
So this next effect is a little story type effect, and it's called Elementary. So I have got a packet of old style photographs, and these are all Victorian villains, if you like. So they're all different. Okay, they've all got the names in the bottom corner. So first of all, I'd like Phil, if you don't mind, you just shuffle those.
Yeah.
While Phil's doing that, show you that in this envelope I have another card, and this one is Inspector James of Scotland Yard. So we'll come to him in a little while.
Done that?
Happy with that? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'd like you to just take anyone you like, and this is going to be the criminal.
Yep.
And if you could, if you'd just like to show that to the camera.
Yep.
You done that? Yeah. And just place it face down.
Yep.
Once the cards go on top, so your card is probably lost in the packet.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully, Inspector James is going to find him. Okay. So we place him on top of the packet, and what you would do at this stage, you let the spectator themselves cut the cards. So Inspector James is mixing among the Victorian villains to try and find some clues. Okay. But because he's in uniform, he quickly raises suspicion, so he has to hotfoot it back to Scotland Yard. So we'll use that envelope to represent Scotland Yard. Okay. In the meantime, Holmes and Watson hear about the criminal activities. You recognise these two characters? Yeah. So you've got one card which is Holmes and one card which is Watson. And they go into central London and they mix in among all the villains, see if they can get some evidence. When they've done that, they go back to Baker Street to eliminate the impossible. So we'll pop them in that envelope there to represent Baker Street. Okay, so you've chosen these victims after you shuffle the cards. Let's see if Inspector James has done his bit. So can you remember the name of your...
Yeah, it was England, Mr. England.
All right, so I'll have to look through all these then. You can see, hopefully, they're all different, but there's no Mr. England there.
No.
So, and these can be examined. And it's just those cards. And if we look at Scotland Yard,
Aha!
here we go, you see, it looks like Mr. James has done his stuff.
Good man.
And we turn the card up. Oh, hang on a minute. No, that's just called Holmes and Watson.
Oh.
So let's hope they can save the day. If you look in this envelope over here, between the cards now is one playing card. And you chose...
Mr. England.
And there he is, Mr. William England, caught red-handed.
Very good. So we hope you enjoyed that little demonstration. We have put a little special category on his website. So if you go into his website, Dealer Dem, it'll say, and all the items that we've demonstrated on there will be available for you to purchase. So if you go to merlinswakefield.com, you'll see it on there. Click on there. Also, any of the items that we've done today, we're going to do post free for you. So whatever the postage comes to, don't worry about it. We'll refund your postage. And we'll also, whatever you purchase, we'll put your little free trick in as well. So we hope the rest of your convention goes well. And hopefully one day we will actually see you in person again. So thanks very much for watching. And like I say, have a great day.